We accept the Small YouTubers Challenge. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
Doing.
Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we're doing the Small YouTuber Challenge.
Yes.
I have no idea what this is, but he smiled and went, we're doing this. Oh, I've got this paper here in front of me. So
I've been trying to get this in for a couple of weeks.
That's what she would claim.
Basically, there's various videos running around on YouTube that basically turn into chain videos, which is about building the community and getting people's subscriber numbers and views up.
Okay.
So, fair enough, makes sense. I saw it from a couple of American guys and wanted to do it pretty much immediately after I saw them do theirs.
We've been busy now.
Difficulty. And since then, loads of people we know started doing them. So I thought, let's get it done. Bring it. Okay, first question. What inspired you to become a YouTuber?
Instead of just wasting our Friday nights, I thought we should waste other people's as well.
Fair enough.
Okay, do you actually need a serious answer for that? Or
would be nice. But,
okay, the serious answer was me and Sven were both in the middle of doing lots of different projects, and I was listening to quite a few different podcasts from quite interesting collectors who are into diverse and weird things like I am. And me and Sven were talking about publicising an event, and I said, do you know what? There are loads of Americans doing their perspective on science fiction and their concepts of toy reviews, and they differ greatly to the British perspective. I said, it'd be really nice if there was some British people actually doing these, because at the time there wasn't really many.
Not that we were aware of.
Not that we were aware of, and certainly not doing a cross-format, multi-range of collectibles.
Yeah.
So we talked about it, we decided to do one, but the difference was we didn't want to do, which is kind of funny if you watch our first video, because that first video is not a good video. We didn't want to do the standard YouTube format for it, where you've got the camera here and the toy here and people talk. We wanted it to be us discussing the toy and the toy there. So whilst the toy was the thing we were talking about, it isn't the central focus. The central focus is about the discussion that we're having with each other. It's one of the early comments for our videos were that we didn't look at the camera enough, and it's like, yeah, because we're the ones having the chat, you're watching us chat. So yeah, that wasn't quick. What's the next question?
Okay, well, my answer.
Oh, go on then, if you've got it.
I mean, these are the things. In the past, I've done an awful lot of fanzines, magazine writing in general, and I had an idea for what would essentially be a TV show.
Didn't you do one for like 15 years?
Well, yeah, but I only finished that like 2016. It was more than 15 years as well. I wanted to do sort of like a TV show almost. Which in my head was conceptualised as a video game show that kind of felt like Top Gear in a way. So we'd have one presenter into PlayStation, one presenter into Xbox, one presenter into Nintendo, for instance. That evolved because of his awe into what we now know as the Geekology main show.
But we do have format.
We do have format, which is basically where it reverted to the original idea. Kind of.
We try. We do try.
So yes, but essentially the Geekology channel is you voyeuring on us.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel dirty? Feel dirty. Go on then, what's the second one?
Second one. What impression do you wish your followers to experience from your channel? After that,
Kenneth Williams.
Oh no.
Fun, knowledgeable.
Yes, I've put down fun to enjoy watching and getting involved. We need to work more on it, however. I feel. Right, question 3. What do you wish to never become as a YouTuber? Well, you already are. No.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Pretentious. I've seen a few videos. I'm like, oh, bye. So,
anyway, nothing. Right, and I've put boring. We tried to make our stuff reasonably humorous and tried to make it semi-educational in a way. It's edutainment, like the old things you used to buy in your media.
God, I can't believe you said that.
I said that. How long did it take you to reach 100 subscribers? 9 months.
What, really? For 100 subscribers?
Yeah.
Jeez.
We did that in one day this year. We got 114 people in one day in January.
Yeah, but then none.
And it was the 17th of January.
Oh, that's nice.
1701, I was like, yeah, that look. Okay, what is your most viewed video? This'll annoy you.
No, it isn't. It's not the April Fool one.
No, it's the first Transformers Masterpiece video because that's now got over 16,500 views.
Why would that annoy me?
Because it's Transformers.
I've got no issue with that.
Okay.
What's our second most viewed then?
Metroplex, I think.
Oh God, all the Transformers.
Yeah, but other Transformers videos have got virtually no views. It's weird.
Okay.
Which of your videos was the biggest surprise? That one, because it basically sat there, and I think, because it went live in October 2013, and then as Christmas hit, the views just went pew through the roof. And it was getting hundreds of views a day, and then that had continued on through till about March 2014. So I'm assuming it got picked up by a Transformers news site or something. I never found it, or a blog or something, because it literally exploded. And we suddenly get loads of people going, you guys actually, well, I know quite a lot about what I was talking about. So that was quite fun.
Our first Christmas one.
Really?
Yeah! Remember, some idiot had the bright idea of letting us do this in one take, and it took 47 takes to do a 3-minute video. It was ridiculous.
Editing that was fun.
Yeah.
Find a Murdered David down the road.
Yeah.
Which of your videos was the biggest disappointment? You go first on that one.
Oh, okay. I'm knowledgeable, disturbingly so, on fictional weapons within the Star Trek universe, and I have an interesting collection. And we were going to do a video that was all of them, and we gave up after 6 hours of filming, deciding it was it just wasn't doable as a one video segment. And I went, well, we're not breaking this down, because otherwise we're going to be doing a video a week for the rest of the year, and just no. So we gave up on it, but it was horrendous. We tried it, and we tried to make it light and cheerful, and like a couple of minutes on each one, and it just...
Similarly, there was a Game Boy and DS episode for Former that just went totally wrong.
Was it?
Yeah.
Which one was it?
It was it's the one with the Game Boys and the DS's.
Oh, okay. Why did that one go wrong?
I don't know, I can't remember now, but it's basically, we had footage and it was totally unusable.
Was it totally...
It was just a complete mess. What was the biggest disappointment of the ones that we actually released? Did you have one?
Oh, yeah, okay. The first video, but it's only a disappointment because I don't watch I do now, but I didn't watch our videos when they first came out. That wasn't me being, oh no, I don't watch my own work. I'm vain, I definitely watch my own work, but I don't need to watch me and him talk about it. I was here when we did it.
The upshot being, that means you didn't know anything
I didn't know anything about the bloopers. So now, whenever he airs an episode, I literally go straight to the bloopers to see what bloopers made it. So I'm going to say the first video, just because we were finding our feet and watching it in retrospect, is painful.
As you would have seen in the last broadcast we did live.
That was not good.
Mine was the We Need a Space Dock video.
Why?
Because it didn't work.
Yeah, no, that campaign did not work the way we thought it would.
The hashtag was out there, people picked up on it, but people didn't sign the petition because everybody assumed it was going to get done anyway, which it really wasn't.
Yeah, it's...
Now it's interesting.
It's just been announced and they're finishing the collection.
Yeah, and it's basically, we've got to the point now where we've got about 1,000 signatures on that the petition. But it wasn't until Dave Coombe, who's one of the overlords over at the Eagle Moss fan page on Facebook, actually 3D printed one in about the kind of size that Eagle Moss would probably do popped it on an Eagle Moss stand. And he took that.
Doable!
Yeah, he took it to an event, and Ben Robinson, who's the series manager at Eagle Moss for it, saw it and went, oh, actually, it can be done then. That's the only reason we're getting it is because Dave Coon
He's a clever
printed
bunny.
it after we pushed it on his face. Basically, went, space dog. That's it. So we kind of had a little bit of input, but it was Dave who did it really. So you can blame Dave.
Dave.
Right. What do you feel that people overlook from your channel?
Subscribing and hitting that bell. We get a lot of views for some videos.
Yeah, there's certain videos that really don't get any views at all.
See, I honestly believe that people watch one or two of our videos, but they don't get the concept behind it. So they watch one video and think, oh well, this is it. This is what they do. They just, and it's like, well, no, you kind of, it's meant to be a feel piece. You don't necessarily have to like the object it is that we're reviewing, because we're going to chat an awful lot of bollocks about quite a lot of other things. And they all sort of intermesh anyway, so which is why I've been campaigning for ages to keep these videos shorter, so that more people.
Yeah, but the longer videos get more views.
I know, it's weird. Did you bring my prepared statement?
My prepared statement is anything not Star Trek generally. Transformers stuff gets a little overlooked. Some of the really big multi sort of like piece videos about Transformers have got the views like that original Masterpiece one, but generally speaking, they don't really get many views compared with some of the Trek ones. I mean,
I think the Trek ones. I think the only reason the Trek ones get the sort of viewing they do is because it's mainly the starships, and that's because we're just so. I think somebody out there puts us on forums.
Yeah, I mean the Eagle Moss videos tend to get 1,000 views relatively quickly, so within a few months. Whereas the Transformers ones are lucky to get to 300 ever. Yeah,
but to be fair, those 300 people really enjoy them.
Yeah, this is true.
I'd much rather have 300 people who genuinely liked it than 1,000 people who couldn't give a hooping fudge.
Yeah, and then anything that's not Trek or Transformers at all is completely ignored.
And it's horrible
unless we've been really lucky and got it out before anybody else.
Because there have been some, like my little baby projects, the weird stuff and all the rest of it. And they're things that I'm really passionate about.
Well, we're still going to do them.
We're still going to do it. We just know that people aren't going to watch them.
Yeah. That's fine.
But we do it for us anyway.
But yeah, exactly. So they're just too much fun to do, so they can still be done. Right. Describe a time when you shared a meaningful moment with a child, stepchild, nephew, niece, etc., concerning anything superhero or sci-fi related, or fantasy, I assume.
Oh God, my nephew is massive. He describes himself as a massive science fiction and gaming enthusiast, and I refer to him as a little heathen who knows bugger all about anything. He's painful. He's painful. If he doesn't go bang and pop within 2 seconds, he's bored. My niece, on the other hand, is I actually really. So is this a bit we really liked or a bit we didn't like? Because I've got
meaningful moment.
Okay, meaningful moment. I gave my niece a Terry Pratchett omnibus book, The Death Stories, because I wanted to get her into Pratchett, and this is a beautiful book, and I knew, and it was passed me down because it was the one that I'd originally given to my father to get him into Pratchett before he threw it at me saying, well, this is crap. And she got about a quarter of the way through it and just went, I don't understand any of this and I'm not enjoying reading it.
Oh dear.
So it was meaningful, but it wasn't good.
In a good way. No. With me, my youngest son is called Jim. He keeps running off.
Child Protective Services won't do anything.
He keeps running off with models of the USS Enterprise. So he's a Jim who steals the Enterprise. And we actually sat down once and for the first time and watched a bit of the motion picture involving going around the ship.
Oh, so the first half an hour of the film.
He loves that ship.
Oh, it's a good ship.
So that's quite cool. But other than that, there's also a quite cool situation where my two youngest, so that's Jim and Daniel, watched the 1986 Transformers movie for the first time. And there is a video on the channel of them watching it, reaction video, where Jim ends up saying, well, that's a bit better than the Bay stuff, isn't it? I was like, okay. So that's quite cool.
Meaningful.
Yeah. So, last question. Where do you see your channel in the next year?
YouTube.
Yes, it'll be on YouTube. Hoping to be on 1,000 subs?
Well,
That'd be
we
nice.
were just about to hit that anyway. So,
I wouldn't.
so
says
enthusiastic.
He says that.
2,000.
We've been stuck on 970 something and then 980 something for months on end. So it's not actually been that easy.
Actually, to be fair, me and you do the whole, subscribe to the channel, blah, blah. We don't really publicise it much. We do just generally tend to do this for ourselves.
He doesn't.
Poke it a bit
I'm
online.
pointing it all over bleeding Facebook and on Twitter and all sorts.
Yeah, but anybody that's friends with you has given up. They're like,
That's
God,
true.
he's on about that again. I'll subscribe to that. So, no.
If they'd all subscribe to it, there wouldn't be a problem.
No, but what I mean is, do we really want to progress it in any? We're happy with it.
This is the thing. It's the end of the
Unless some network comes up and goes, we're gonna. You've been Netflix greenlit. Unless that happens.
No. So I mean, to be honest, we're a bit behind, partially because of me being out of action.
You've been out of action, and also, to be fair, I put my foot down and said no more. This was ridiculous. There was a point last year where he was editing and releasing 3 videos a week, and it was like no more. A, this is killing us filming it, and B, it's too much work. And I mean, the thing is, you are quite passionate about it, and it was taking you way too much of your spare time. So no.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem is as well since Christmas, I've been having real problems with the PC as well. So getting videos turned around is actually getting quite difficult at the moment because my PC's dying. I had no idea how I'm going to finance replacing it, but
Hamsters, we're going to get hamsters on a big wheel. It'll work.
So Patreon. At some point there will be a Patreon. To be brutally honest, I just not had the time or the energy, considering everything that's happened this year so far, to get that set up. I wanted it up originally for our 5th anniversary, but it's just not happening.
Unfortunately, YouTube viewers can't hear it, but that's because YouTube banned music. But there's a really little violin playing. Really sad.
See what I have to put up with next week. Anyway, so that's the end of that.
Yeah, done it. Right. Well,
there will be if you go to the eye in the corner, there'll be a link to a playlist of other people we know who've done this challenge.
There we
If we can get the chain going and more people viewing each other's videos, that's the kind of the idea.
Well, thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to leave comments in the section below. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And thank God there'll be no pictures on Flickr. Thank you for watching.
That's what he thinks. Bye.
Well, I was about to say no coward, but oh no,
no, because that was Kenneth Williams.
That was Kenneth Williams. I meant Kenneth Williams. I don't know why I said no coward. Let's edit that fucker.
That's not.
That's that one again.
Okay. What impressions do you wish?
Should we have a completely fresh?
What impressions do you want your followers to experience from your channel?
No coward.
You did it again.
Oh fuck! What's his name?
Kenneth Williams.
Thank you. 3, 2, 1.
What impression do you wish for your followers to experience from your channel?
Oh, you know,
What impression? I'll do it right this time, shall I? Considering we're doing this under the clock.
Give me the name again. No.
Kenneth Williams.
Kenneth Williams. Right, Kenneth Williams. Go for it. 1, 3, 2, 1. We accept the Small YouTubers Challenge. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.
Doing.
Okay.